Ashley from Stellar Vibes with Ashley. I have my guest Panda and his girlfriend Chelsea. We are here to talk about relationships in relation to astrology. So Panda, what is your birthday and what's your sign?
My name is Tommy Brown, aka Panda, August 31st, and I'm a Virgo.
All right, Chelsea.
I am Chelsea. My birthday's September 30, and I'm a Libra.
All right. So can y'all explain how you guys first met? When did it all begin?
Ooh, the fun story. Uh, Started off in high school. We met in a Japanese culture club. So it was mainly invested into anything about Japan, culture, anime, food, everything. And we had like a common similarity in there. So we met as friends there. And then years later on, met each other again, and yeah, we're here.
Wow. Yeah. So technically, you guys are high school sweethearts because you met well, you didn't really date in high school, but you just known each other, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
That's good. That's good. So, do y'all kind of know about your astrology signs? Like you say you're a Libra and Panda, you say you're a Virgo. Like,
yeah.
do you kind of know a little bit about astrology, or have you ever really thought about astrology when it comes to meeting people?
I thought about it a lot, but I never, because having past relationships, going forward, I always felt, like if I'm vibing with them at a different frequency, or if their aura is now, I can now sense like different aura, like the energy is now changing. So now I'm more attracted and wanted to know more about how astrology can align with how people feel and stuff like that.
What about you, Chelsea? Like, have you ever thought about astrology with your relationships?
No, but I have blamed like people's signs for like why the relationship wasn't as great.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Like I would say, "Oh, damn it, you're a Scorpio. That's why it didn't work." Like I would say stuff like that, but it was not really understanding or knowing. It's just like I did know certain traits of
Yeah.
signs, and I would just that would be the main point. I'd be like, "Darn it, that's it." But I never really kind of went into depth, I would say, about it. Like I
Okay.
did like look at my own personal stuff, but like I've never really like went into depth with my partner about it. So this is really interesting for me.
All right. So do y'all know like sun signs, that kind of stuff? Like, do you know your sun and your moon signs?
Not really. I haven't studied it like that.
Okay. Well, I can explain
So
it to you. Yeah. I mean, if you don't know anything about that. So basically, your sun sign is pretty much your sign. Like, okay, I'm born October 28th. So I'm a Scorpio. That's my sun sign. So pretty much
okay,
your sun sign is like your core personality, your life purpose, your ego, that kind of stuff.
okay,
So it's pretty much
Mhm.
you, like you as a
okay,
person. And like your
okay,
moon sign, in order to know your moon sign, you have to know of course, your date of birth, the year you're born, your birthplace, and the time you're born. So if you don't have those elements, you're not gonna know your moon sign or any other sign because there's more to it than just the sun and the moon sign. So in order to
okay,
get all the signs, you got to have those three elements. So your moon sign is pretty much your inner self and how you react to situations and your emotions. So my moon sign is Capricorn. So I guess my emotions are pretty much grounded, which I don't know. I kind of like question that because I'm a Scorpio. My sun sign is Scorpio. So like I'm a very emotional human being already because of my Scorpio sign. But maybe with my moon sign, I have a mixture of being grounded with my emotions as well. Uh, so I did y'all's birth charts separately and I can find my notes. So Panda, it looks like you're a Virgo sun sign, of course. We all know that. And then your
Yeah.
moon sign is Scorpio.
Oh shit.
I was like, what? So your emotions, along with the so pretty much Virgos, they're like very grounded individuals. They're hardworking, very logical thinkers, very hypercritical of
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mhm.
so, but you have the Scorpio moon, so you probably have a little bit of the Scorpio emotions like loyalty, sense of faithfulness, loving. So that's a good trait to have in
Yeah.
relationships. But you probably also like love so deeply that you may smother the person possibly because Scorpios are known for like being obsessed with people,
Okay.
the people they love. So,
Okay.
and then Chelsea, it looks like you're a Libra sun,
Mhm.
and then your moon sign is Sagittarius. And
Mhm.
so Libras are very indecisive, but they are very fair people and idealists and logical, observant. Pretty much your sign is like the scales. Have you ever seen like your actual like sign, the way it looks?
Mhm.
Yeah, so yours is
Oh yeah.
scale. And then Panda, yours is more of the virgin. You know, the woman, that's your
Yeah.
sign too. Um, so like with all the traits that I've said, like how do y'all feel about it? Like, does it correlate with how you are accurately, or do you feel like it's not really true? Or
I feel like it does. 'Cause I can be very hypocritical at times. Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah. What about you, Chelsea? Like,
I agree. I'm very indecisive at times, but I am a fair and logical person as well.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Mhm.
Yeah. Panda. So you know, Virgos are Earth signs, and then Chelsea, your Libra sign is an air
Air
sign.
sign. Mhm.
Yeah. So you know a little bit about all that.
Yeah.
So pretty much, Chelsea, with you, the air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, and y'all are very curious, talkative, love ideas, and thrive on connections. And then your challenges can be like detached or indecisive, which we've already mentioned about that.
Mhm.
And then Panda, since you're an earth sign, of course you're grounded, very hardworking, just like a Capricorn or a Taurus. They're the earth signs. So, but your challenges is basically y'all could be stubborn, very
Mhm.
stubborn, or too focused on success, like material success. So, how do y'all feel about that as far as your relationships?
The stubbornness for sure.
Definitely.
Definitely for sure.
Definitely.
Oh, you're stubborn, huh?
I'm very stubborn. I'm very stubborn.
He is.
For like, for
I'm,
example, like what does he do that's like that's very stubborn?
Yeah, I think I'll sit out on that one.
Yeah, and also with Virgos, they're known as perfectionists.
Mhm.
So
yeah,
I don't know, Panda, you probably know this, I don't know, but you know, Michael Jackson is a Virgo.
yeah,
And I
he is.
think
Yeah,
Beyonce is a Virgo too.
yes, he
So
is. Yeah,
like, you know, they're pretty much great in their craft, right?
Mhm.
With singing,
Correct.
dancing, performing. You know,
Correct.
I'm pretty sure they criticize, you know, their staff and dancers and people, you know, that work with
Yeah.
them. So like, are you like that, you know, in your real life, or do you feel like it's not accurate as far as that goes?
I can be definitely a perfectionist because in just cleaning, trying to like make things like organized to the way that I feel like it's expected. Uh,
Yeah.
I do dance a lot, so when I do dance, I do always like, do a little routine over and over and over again. So yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yeah. I've been seeing your dancing videos on Instagram. I was like, he's pretty good with that. Like, I didn't know you had it like that for real. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chelsea, I think your celebrity that has the same sign is Doja Cat. I think Doja Cat is a Libra.
Yeah,
So,
she's a Libra.
yeah. Yeah, so that was pretty interesting. So y'all kinda understand, like, the air signs and earth signs and all that.
Yeah.
So cardinal signs, I think she has a cardinal sign because she's part of that group, but it's Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorns. They are the cardinal signs, and the
Okay.
cardinal signs are known to be leaders. They're always take initiative to projects, can be quite bossy and impatient. So, like, Panda, do you kind of see those traits with her? Like, does she like show some leadership skills with you, or
Bossy efficient? Not no.
not really?
No. Not.
Okay. And astrology is, um, I mean, it's not 100% accurate. So let's just, you know, don't think that everything has to be true about you because you are your
Yeah.
own
Mhm.
person, right? Um,
Yeah. I
and
mean, that
then
trait I do feel like is more like me at my job more than me in my relationship, where I'm more bossy and take initiative and leadership. That's me
got
more
you.
like in the
Okay.
workforce.
Okay.
Mhm.
That sounds, yeah, because I know a lot of Capricorns, and that's all they think about is work, 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 work. How can I make more money? How can I provide for myself and my family? And sometimes they'll bring that bossy home. So you're probably the type when you go home, you're not bossy with him, but yeah, you're really bossy with your staff members, right? Like what do you mind if I ask like what do you do or
Oh, I'm a farm tech.
okay. I mean, there's
Hmm.
some elements where you have to boss somebody around, but I'm pretty sure you have like a pharmacist that's like, above y'all, right? When it comes
Yeah,
to
but we're a mom and pop pharmacy. So we I don't know how to say it in the nicest way. Like we work together, but I feel like I'm like the micromanager over there because I've been there for 7 years.
okay.
So I have more seniority over there. So when it comes to like managing the pharmacist, yeah, he does the majority of that. But I'm the one that's kind of regulating and making sure things are running properly in the pharmacy too.
Okay, I
Like his
see.
little micromanager. Yeah.
Okay. And Panda, you are a part of the mutable signs. So y'all are like the types that adapt to things quite
Yeah.
easily. So how do you feel like does that correlate with how you are as a person? Are you easily adaptable to new things or how is it for
I
you?
can I can adapt to situations, but I feel like at times if I have like mixed feelings about an area, I probably won't adapt as easy. But usually around people like that, I can adapt to them. Like for like gatherings, I can like maneuver my way, to not feel like I'm like overthrowing them or like I'm not at best and I'm not as low. I'm like in the middle ground. I can be like cordial. I mean very cordial.
So
Yeah.
you like go with the flow with depending on the situation, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's good. So, I guess with y'all being like she's the cardinal and you're the mutable, you don't do you let her take the driver's seat and you're like the passenger, or is it like y'all both kind of come up with ways to I'm just trying to just trying to see like how your dynamic is. How does that work?
It's like at times we do start to discuss where we going at times and start like planning out. But then sometimes it can be like spontaneous and I might want to go already, but she wants
Okay.
but she'll want to go.
Okay.
And then at times I want to go somewhere, but she'll be probably too tired to go. Alone to go, so it fluctuates.
Fluctuates. Okay. That's good. So, so typically with Virgos, y'all are mostly compatible with earth signs and water signs. That doesn't mean it's true, but if you look online, they're typically good with earth signs because of course all the earth signs, y'all share the same traits, right? Hardworking kind of stuff. And then the water signs, I guess, because y'all are such faithful people and stuff like that, like y'all would do well with the water signs, like Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So, Panda, like, have you ever dated any of these other signs? And if you did, like, is that accurate or true, or do you feel like that's a myth? Because apparently it didn't work out right if you're not with them,
I,
right?
well, I haven't really dated as much. I
Okay.
had a little like, small dates, but I haven't dated to the point to really know much about their sign. So I can't
Really?
really say, yeah. Mm,
You know, that's the
mm.
first thing I ask when I go on a date is, "What's your sign?" I know that guys hate it, but, like, I be wanting to know your sign. What I do is I ask for their birthday, like, "Hey, well, what's your birthday?" That way I'm not, like, showing like, it's so obvious that I want to know their astrology sign. I just research it just to kind of see, like, how it's gonna go or whatever. But Chelsea, it looks like your supposed perfect match would be other air signs and fire signs. And the air signs are Gemini, Aquarius, and then the fire signs are Aries and Leo. So, have you dated any of these signs? And if you did, like, do you feel like it's an accurate compatibility, or do you feel like it's a myth? It's not true?
Purely true. I mean, sorry, it's a myth. I was gonna say I said the wrong words. I was like, no, it's not true. It's a myth. I've dated a Leo before. I've never dated a Gemini. I've been friends. Like I feel like Geminis are my twin flames.
Mhm.
More than anything. So like I've never had like a romantic relationship with one. But yeah, no. Like fire signs, no. With my how I am, no. We will start hell together. No. That's how I felt. It was literally bad. Like the last fire sign I had, I felt like it was starting hell. And I'm very angelic. I don't want to do that now.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I was told that other water signs and what was it? Earth signs were a good match for me. Um, I've dated other water signs like Cancer. I think I've dated a Cancer, other Scorpio, and I think I dated a Pisces. And I'm just like, "No, I cannot nothing good happened, with these people," you know? Just like feel like I'm a mirror of myself, like, with these people, you know? Like them being emotional or being, like, super, like, weird, Like, I'm not weird or anything, but it's like it'll be too much emotions, you know?
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
like, I've dated, a Capricorn, I mean, my ex-boyfriend from years ago was Capricorn, it didn't end well, but I'm married to a Capricorn, so
That's
that
stories.
tells you right there, like, it just depends on the person. So,
Mm-hmm.
I did y'all's birth chart. So, Panda, so, like, I did your birth chart. And these are the things that, with your strengths and challenges in a relationship. Now, I would go over like the different houses. There's like 12 houses in astrology, and they
That's
all
all.
like, yeah, they're all different. And then
Yeah.
plus the planets and stuff like that. I'm not gonna confuse you guys, so I'm just gonna keep it super basic and just tell you what your birth chart tells you. Uh,
Okay.
so uh, so your strength is thoughtful, values, communication, and fairness. And it's because of your Virgo, your sun sign Virgo, and you have a Libra in Venus. So
Okay.
that's why it said that. And then
Okay.
you're emotionally deep and loyal in close relationships because of your Scorpio and your moon sign,
Gotcha.
which is what we discussed earlier, right?
Yeah.
And then you have a playful and curious in love, enjoys learning from a partner, which is the Mars and Gemini.
Okay.
So those are your strengths in a relationship. So Chelsea, do you kind of see those traits in the relationship with him, or do you feel like it's there's something that's different or not so accurate?
It's pretty accurate.
Oh, go ahead, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. All right, so let's bring up the
Alright.
challenges for you. Now, like I said, this is just astrology. It's just a play thing. So don't think that Your challenges are real, okay?
I get it.
So, your challenges are can over analyze relationships and can be overly
Yeah,
critical, which is your
yeah,
Virgo
mm,
sun, right?
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay.
can be emotionally intense but slow to open up because of your Scorpio
Mhm.
moon. Which
Yeah,
honestly,
that's good.
because like when I first met you, you weren't really slow to opening up, but I
No,
mean, and like
you just put a fall
you don't seem
fantasy.
like a very emotionally intense person, but maybe because I don't live with you or I'm not in the same
Yeah,
area as you, so maybe that's why I don't see it. But
it's also because when I made it to Twitch, and you were playing, and Twitch is like it's a platform. No, we see it's not there. But also, since you were playing something I really enjoyed, it's easier for me to open it up.
oh, okay,
Mm,
I see what you're saying. So since we have a common thing,
yeah,
it kind of brought you to see my video, my stream, and open up to me,
yeah,
right? Okay, I see
yeah.
what you're saying. And it says might struggle with consistency and action because of your Mars and Gemini can get easily
Okay.
distracted or something like that. What do you think? Do you struggle with consistency or?
I when I have so many things out in my mind at once, if I focus on it, I do seem to get distracted with one thing,
Mhm.
and so yeah, that does sometimes happen.
But who doesn't? Like, I get distracted too, so
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
sometimes my mind, it'll just go elsewhere, and I'm like, "Wait, wasn't I doing this first?" You know what I
yeah.
mean? But, well, this one says about you, Chelsea, since you have a Venus in Scorpio, you're very deep, passionate, and intense in relationships, and want deep emotional connection and loyalty. So it's an all or nothing love for her. And then she has like a Mars and Cancer, so she expresses passion through emotions and care, protective, nurturing, and prefers deep emotional bonds over casual connections. So Chelsea, how do you
Is that
feel
okay?
about that?
Yeah, they're like very they're deep. So like yeah, I do invest a lot. I do care for like a meaningful relationship rather than just something that's I don't know,
Okay.
like yeah.
Yeah. Panda, do you
Literally.
feel the same way about her as far as like with her loving deeply and passion and all that stuff, protective, nurturing kind of thing?
Yeah, I feel like she's very nurturing.
Yeah, and she's got Venus and Scorpio. So I think Scorpio is ruled by Venus. So like that's perfection as far as like love. So she loves deep, right?
It's deep. It's deep.
It's
It's
deep.
deep.
Oh,
It's deep.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's very deep.
And I think my Venus is in Scorpio too. So like I'm very intense with my relationships. Like I'm a loyal, reliable person, whoever I'm in a relationship with, I understand completely. So it says that she craves deep, loyal love because of her Venus and Scorpio, but also needs emotional security with her Mars in Cancer. And then it also says she might struggle between wanting intense love because of Venus and Scorpio and needing personal freedom because her moon is in Sagittarius. So like Chelsea, do you struggle with that or
I don't think I struggle with that, honestly. I
okay.
feel like maybe if we want to say that was me in my 20s, I could say that's it.
Okay.
But like me in my adult years right now, honestly, I don't think that's the case. Like I feel like I'm more secure into knowing what I want and like knowing the kind of love and depth that I want. And the freedom part, not really. I've experienced that freedom, and as fun as it is, like it's nothing compares to actually having someone actually with you, like
Okay.
actually like really there with you.
Okay. Go ahead.
That last part where you said about her wanting more like freedom and stuff every now and then.
Mhm.
That's more like me every now and then because I actually like be more out there in more of a environment where there's more freedom
Yeah.
than just being in like a place, you know.
Yeah. Are you talking about like just her wanting to be by herself sometimes, like having her own
Yeah,
little? Yeah.
No, because I feel like she wants more like company and stuff like that, and me
Oh,
being
she
one
want
that
oh, okay.
yeah, and me being more, I feel like I'll probably want more space every now and then, so I can have more time to charge.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know?
that sounds good. So I did y'all synastry chart. So your synastry chart is pretty much you just put all of your birth chart results together, and it kind of like compares your birth chart to see if y'all are compatible in a relationship. Now, it doesn't mean it's 100% true. But usually if you have a very high score on your synastry chart, uh it's favorable. But if it's really low, supposedly it's not. But so it says with you guys, it says the key takeaways of y'all relationships. I'll just go over those since it's, easier. It just says what makes y'all work well together. They truly like each other because of your sun and your Venus signs. Um, and it says they have strong chemistry and attraction because of your sun, Panda's sun, and her Mars. And then it says they make each other feel happy and lucky because of Panda's Venus and Chelsea's Jupiter. And it says they communicate well and help each other grow. And it also says they share similar long term goals because of both of y'all Saturns. Like I said, when you look at your synastry results, like you just to kind of see like what it says about each category because it's confusing. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? And it says potential challenges. They may have different communication styles because of your Mercury and Lilith. And then it says their passion may clash at times. Which what relationship doesn't bicker or clash sometimes? You know what I mean? Like that's that's like every relationship, right?
Yeah.
Twins.
And it says their life directions could conflict at certain points because of your Jupiter and North node. So how do y'all feel about that? Like, do y'all feel like those are accurate, or do you feel like there's more to it, or none of that is true?
I feel like it pretty much sums it up. You know, like yeah, we do bigger every now and then about certain things. We do get kind of petty at times about certain things. So yeah, I feel like that is very very accurate, very accurate. Like Donald Trump says.
Let me see what the score was. I'm quite curious about what the score is. Your score is 1048. So that's pretty good. Usually if it's like below 500, like you really don't have a chance in a relationship. So y'all are pretty much like really good with each other according to the century chart.
Yeah.
Um let me see what it says at the very end of your chart cuz I had printed it out and stuff. It says positive aspect, a possible union. Your belief systems change and evolve as a result of your relationship. There is a potential for deep understanding of one another's goals and approach to life. You challenge one another to grow, change, and improve. You may feel that you are better able to face life challenges through your union. And it says, look at the other aspects for more clarity. So, hey, I agree. I mean, your score says it. So, how do y'all feel about that? Do you feel like, "Oh, yeah, I can see this," like, becoming something more?
Well, all I do find sometimes kind of more regardless each day. I feel like someone's growing each day, like, regardless or not.
Yeah,
I feel like someone's happy, and then and she's gonna be there regardless.
yeah,
So like,
Yeah,
mhm.
it didn't matter what the chart was gonna say. He's gonna stuck to me.
yeah. That's what I'm saying, like, you can still have a high score and still break up or get divorced. I mean, that's what it says, when you get on the website, when you input your birth charts in there, it tells you, "Hey, don't take this too seriously because you can still break up or get divorced even with this score." You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And, like, people with low score probably still together anyway. It's just what it is. But, I remember when I first saw you, Chelsea, with Panda, I mean, I could see his face light up. I mean, he looks very happy. So it's a clear sign that, you know, he found someone that he really enjoys being around. You see what I'm saying? Like that's all that matters. Like if you enjoy that person and feel like y'all are matched regardless, hey, why does it matter? Right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So how do y'all feel about everything that's been said?
It's been very interesting. Very interesting. I feel like there's some things we still need to figure out and grow on. And to
Mhm.
understand. You know, that's life.
Yeah.
And
Relationships in general, honestly.
so as we continue to move forward, all I can do is really let God hold the wheel. Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, God allowed you guys to get together and form a relationship. So it was meant to be, right?
It is
Exactly.
funny because it is how we met after 10, 12 years.
Yeah, it was literally like years.
It is
Yeah.
boom.
And it was really spontaneous because I usually don't go out like that over here either. Like
Wow.
whenever I have to go to like the store or anything, I drive or I make sure I pick up stuff before I get to the house because I do not like to leave sometimes. Like
Mhm.
I'm like a real like hobbit. Like I'll stay at home if I have to, but if I want to be out, I'll be out. But yeah, but I was randomly going to the store here and I thought I heard somebody say Chelsea. And like I was like, no, I think I'm tripping. Like maybe I like, took too many shots or something. I don't know. But and then I heard it again and I was like, oh shit, I turned around and then I see Panda and I'm like, oh. I'm like, what the hell? You live around here too? Like I was so in shock because I had just
Wow.
moved. I just moved to this neighborhood. I had lived in Glendale. It's like literally an hour away from here. And I had moved here because I thought it would be like an easier commute to work. And I
Mhm.
wanted to have my own place as well because it was my own apartment, no roommates or anything. I was just so proud of myself. And
Mhm.
I literally just as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh yeah, we should, you know, for sure, like hang out. But every time I was busy, and then one time we just hung out, and then after that we just hung out every other time.
So it became like more and more hangouts over time
Yeah,
to the point where y'all were
yeah.
like, yeah,
It
what's
was
this?
literally
What's
like
now?
coming home, chilling with my best friend, and then I had like a little trip that I had to go to Florida with my family. It was Miami Carnival.
Mhm.
And I needed a babysitter so bad for the cat, and I felt so bad because I had hit him up like last minute, and I was like, "Can you do me a favor, please? Can you go check out my cat? Like, like just for the weekend, just a couple days, like just go hang out with her, and then like that's it, just feed her, and you can do whatever." And
Yeah.
yeah, thing
See?
from them, my cat knew.
Yeah. See, Virgos are very, loyal and, reliable, which is one of your character traits, Panda, right? So,
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah. What about you, Panda? Like, I want to hear your version.
Well, me. It's okay. So me, I get off of work. So I get off of work. I'm already high already. I'm having headphones on, music, walking. I see Chelsea walking. She's all covered up, videos, so graphics. I'm like, wait, that can't be. Nah. I'm like, Chelsea. She's like, she looked at me. She's like, I'm like, Chelsea. She looked. I was like, she's like,
I can
Chelsea.
see that. I can see that.
I was like,
Cause I didn't call him Panda first. I always called him by like, by his name. I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
know people offended by that. I don't know. Afterwards, I started calling you Panda sometimes.
yeah.
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 Wow. So it's just like a love story, like it wasn't love at first sight, but it was more like coming back to each other kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which makes it very
Yeah.
romantic. Like years later, you know, this is our relationship and we're we grew together, and you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
great. Like, I'm so proud of y'all. Like, I'm really happy for you. So yeah, so Chelsea, you got a good one. You got a good one.
Thank you.
But yeah, y'all are here for a reason together. So yeah,
Yeah.
so thank y'all for joining my podcast. You know, I really appreciate y'all being here and talking about your relationship. I hope I wasn't like asking terrible questions, but you know, this is my first real podcast. I've done a podcast before with Kuro, but something happened with my uh other channel on Spotify, so I had to make a new one. So
Mm.
but I do appreciate y'all, you know, being on here and talking about astrology and stuff. And if y'all want to, we can do this again a later time, you know?
Okay.
Okay.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You know, talk about different subjects and stuff.
Yeah,
Like that.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it don't have to always be astrology. It could be about anything, you know, whatever discussion we have. All right, y'all. This is the end of the Stellar Vibes with Ashley, and I will see you guys next time.